Welcome to Mother's Garage. I'm Shane.
And I'm Neisan. So what are we talking about this episode, Shane?
What's the difference between natural, synthetic, pure ceramic, and ceramic hybrid paint products?
Well, all of these products do provide shine and protection. The difference is going to be in the type of shine, the ease of use, the durability, and of course the ever popular contact angle for the water beading. In automotive care, natural wax is typically referred to carnauba. Now, in terms of shine, I like to describe it as deep and rich. And generally speaking, I recommend it for darker vehicles. I like to describe the shine as much more of a sparkle, and so in which case I would recommend them on lighter vehicles or even on metallic paint. Now, while all waxes and coatings provide beading, ceramics is where you'll see the super hydrophobic properties, and that's where you'll see the tall water beading from your finish.
Lots more beads, a lot more protection.
Lots more beading, lots more protection. You have an increased durability, but keep in mind that it does require a lot of prep work as well. Mother's Ultimate Hybrid incorporates both natural waxes and SiO2 nanopores technology. So you kind of have the best of both worlds. And I like to describe the shine as deep and rich. And it also has super hydrophobic properties that you can expect from a Mother's CMX.
And it's a great transition from the traditional waxes to ceramic.
Right, I agree with you 100%. And one of the things that you have to keep in mind is that prep work is not as critical with Ultimate Hybrid as it is with the Mother's CMX.
What is a cleaner wax, and does it have polishes in it?
So a cleaner wax is an all-in-one product, and yes, it does have polishes in it.
What's the difference between an instant detailer and a spray wax?
Shine and protection. So Mother's California Gold Instant Detailer is much more forgiving. So you can apply it under direct sun, and it's going to be very easy to use. When it comes to our Mother's California Gold Spray Wax, it's more built. So what that means is you get more shine and more protection.
The paint on my 2012 truck is faded and is starting to look white in spots on the roof and hood. My truck is dark blue. What can I use to get rid of that? Clay, wax, what should I get?
A new paint job. So at that point, that's an indicator that the paint has failed.
Unfortunately. Can you use wax or ceramic on the painted body parts that are not metal, like bumpers?
You can use any of our waxes and coatings on any smooth, glossy, hard painted surfaces.
Okay. And what about vinyl, plastic, and rubber trim?
If it's textured, then no, it's not recommended.
Are ceramics safe to use on satin wraps and paints?
That's actually a really good question, and the answer is yes. However, keep in mind that because it is ceramic, it will make it darker and shinier.
I use your paint care products on my car and truck, but can I also use them on my RV and boat's gel coat?
Your RV and boat will not know their difference, so yes, you can.
So the next question has to do with our Powerball line. Can Powerball tools be used on paint with a polish or wax?
The quick answer is no. And the reason why is that the Powerballs and the Power Cone is specifically engineered to polish metals. In addition to that, we have formulated products to work with Powerball tools to polish metals and not paint. So in other words, it would be too aggressive for paint.
Do polishes remove oxidation and scratches from paint?
It all depends on the severity of the oxidation and scratch. For surface scratches, as well as light oxidation, polishes will certainly do that for you. If, however, they are too severe, such as areas that face the sun, like your hood, the roof of your car, and even deck lids, those areas that start to get cloudy and white, those typically indicate that the paint's going bad.
So those can't be repaired?
No, unfortunately not. You can improve it in some cases. So a good way is that if you were to put your fingernail to the scratch, and if you can feel it, then that means that the scratch itself is too deep. So in which case, a polish will not solve your problem, but it may improve it.
So the next question is, do spray waxes and ceramic coatings repair minor scratches and swirling?
No, so these products are just for the finishing touch. So your polishes and compounds, they do all the hard work, and these products just come at the end and take all the credit.
Do ceramics and hybrid products make removing dirt, dust, and bugs easier?
Yes, but you do want to make sure that you do maintain your vehicle on a regular basis. The misconception is that those that have coatings, they may think, well, it's coated, so now I don't have to do anything at all, it's just going to be magic, and that's incorrect. So you want to make sure that you do maintain your vehicle, so that way you can continue to enjoy the hydrophobic properties, the durability, and easy maintenance of a coating.
So it's not set it and forget it.
Not set and forget it.
Routine maintenance is key.
Routine maintenance is key.
This brings us to the next question. How important is proper prep when using ceramics, and why?
It is absolutely critical. for two reasons. Number one, it ensures the durability. So you want to make sure that the surface itself is properly clean, free of debris and oils. And what that does is it allows the ceramic to properly bond and adhere to the surface. So there's your durability. Number two would be the fact that it helps with the actual overall appearance. So remember, coatings are, it's a coating, right? So it goes on top. So you want to make sure that all the defects are properly removed, because sometimes you can see the defects below the coating. So you want to make sure it's absolutely perfect before you coat it.
So the better the paint looks before you start, the longer it'll last and the better it'll look overall.
And keep in mind that while ceramics do provide that depth, that gloss, sometimes you can see the imperfections underneath. So you want to make sure it's absolutely perfect.
And that's why professional detailers spend so much time with paint prep.
Right.
The next question is, I got wax on my black plastic trim. How can I remove it and prevent it in the future?
So you can remove wax on your trim by using our Mother's Back to Black Heavy Duty Trim Cleaner. And as a quick tip, prior to any waxing, apply Mother's Back to Black Trim and Plastic Restorer. What this does is it actually prevents the waxes from adhering to the trim, so it'll prevent it from happening again.
So the next question is, what is a good way to remove dried wax from the paint chips on the hood of my car?
That's something that I deal with, I'm sure you deal with a lot, especially lately with all the construction. But the answer is a microfiber towel or a soft bristled brush with our Mother's California Gold Instant Detailer.
So this next question is actually a very good question, one that I've asked myself in the past. And how do you remove swirls from a dark colored car?
The intricate scratches that you may see under the sun, we like to call them spider webbing. And the best way to address that would be a polish, either by hand or with machinery. Now, however, the buffer trails or the swirls that you see from using a rotary buffer, those are swirls that you have to remove with the rotary buffer as well. So if you introduce it, those swirls are introduced with the buffer, they need to be removed with the buffer.
How do those spider webbing or halos actually get introduced to your paint?
So that's just something, just wear and tear, whether you're washing your car.
So it's unavoidable.
Correct, and it's something you see all the time.
But
Even someone like you, I'm sure, who takes care of your car, it just pops up every so often. So again, and that's why it's so critical to make sure that you do polish your vehicle once or twice a year at the very least. Well, that's it for this episode of Mother's Garage.
And remember, no matter what you drive,
Give it the mother's love.
hey dude, you busy fine tuning those molecular compounds in the paint care products?
Order of addition.
Dude, you're doing fantasy draft?
Yeah, what did you think I was doing?
I came in here to talk paint care.
That's right. All right, let's talk paint.